Hello, welcome to Invictus Porsche. We've got this gorgeous Porsche 911. This is the 2013 model, 2012 onwards model up until 2015. This is the 991.1. It's the 911 Carrera S, finished in this gorgeous Guards red with the 20-inch Carrera S Edition 3 alloys. This has got the factory aero kit, which looks phenomenal overall. And you've basically got all the gimmicks you could ask for in a 911. And something like the kit that this has is what gets me just up in the morning to come in, work here at Invictus and actually review these cars. On the inside, it's got all the spec you could ever imagine, starting with the Alcantara and leather sports steering wheel with paddle shifts, the Alcantara wrapped gear selector with sports exhaust, sports chrono plus, PSM, as well as the Porsche dynamic chassis control. The headlining is finished in Alcantara as well. You've got the leather and Alcantara sports seats. These are 14-way electrical adjustable with contrast stitching. You've got Bose, you've got memory options as well. You've also got the front seats, which are heated, and ultimately you've got the practicality of a proper two seats at the back. And if you come to the front, you've got this incredibly spacious boot space for two medium-sized suitcases, as well as having some space to the left for other bits and pieces. And I think ultimately to do something like this justice is to drive it, take it through its paces, and just tell you a little bit about why you should consider buying one of these, because I think they are phenomenal to look at, phenomenal to drive, and they are an absolute dream for anyone that's out there looking for a sports car to one day have to own. Before I can get on with starting it, reviewing it, please don't forget to sort of comment, like, subscribe, because you know that kind of stuff helps us a long way in terms of your enthusiasm towards Porsches, what you're owning, what your experiences are with these kind of cars. We also provide servicing and MOTs on these kind of cars, so if it's something you're looking to service with us, you can reach out to us. We do make money out of YouTube that we donate to a UK registered charity. If you do want to donate to them directly, link is in the description below. The very first thing I will do is to actually start it, and you can hear that exhaust. So from that standard sound, where I haven't actually turned on the sports valves, this is what it will sound like. Still very grunty and throaty. And the minute I turn on the valve, you can hear it change, and there's an almost constant rumble. And I think to do this more justice, we got to get into it and drive it. Now behind the steering wheel, taking it out for a drive, it's a dream come true. Every time I get into the back, well, every time I get into the driver's seat in one of these, I very much look forward to driving it and sort of enjoy driving one of these, and gives me the goosebumps and the butterflies in my stomach, purely because it is a sensation to actually own one of these and be able to actually get out of your house to want to drive and to just, I mean, almost be in one with the machine. And it's an experience that is difficult to replicate with many other sports cars, really. Even in the low speeds, there's this nice grunt and rumble to the exhaust on this. We're in third gear, doing about 15 miles an hour. Unfortunately, what we don't have is a microphone on the back, but you've got to take my word on this. I've got my camera lady smiling because she's getting what I'm saying. And wait till we actually turn on the sports mode and open it up a little bit. performance wise, this being the S has got the 3.8 litre engine rather than the 9S would have the 3.4 litre engine. So it's naturally aspirated. It's the flat 6 boxer engine, and I think really in terms of the naturally aspirated aspect of Porsches, the 991.1s really is the peak of what Porsche ownership or Porsche ownership has to offer you. This engine will offer, from the 3.8 litre engine, 395 bhp, 440 newton meters of torque, a 0 to 62 miles per hour possible in 4.3 seconds, and a top speed of 187 miles an hour. I will now turn on the sports chrono, drop it to second. In the present day, this 911's done 78,000 miles, but one thing I can assure you of is that that mileage genuinely does not reflect the condition this 911 is in. Because this has been incredibly well maintained. I mean, there's no expenses spared in terms of looking after this 911. Wherever it's needed maintenance wise, it's had that, and it's a 911 that's ready to go to its new home. I'll pull over here just to kind of catch my breath before I open it up a bit more. Doing about 55 miles an hour in third gear, and doing between sort of 3.5 to 4,000 RPM, and anytime I've got the car holding the revs, and then as you let go you get this beautiful rumble. It just sounds so good. Overall, when you want to get into owning one of these 911s, this really is something else. I mean, it's just an absolute rarity of a spec, and I think if you are looking for a Porsche 911, you would really struggle trying to find one in a specification like this. And I think that's one of the core reasons for why I wanted to get out and do a review on it. This also benefits with both the Porsche active suspension management button, but also the Porsche dynamic chassis control, and what that enables is the chassis is just so much more stiffened, but it's not a harder drive. It's just there is no sort of, you know, free, I mean, playing the overall sort of, you know, chassis of the vehicle is just a much tighter, and also feels like a much more nimbler car, really. And it's very much driver focused when you want it to be driver focused, when you actually want it to do the job, to put your foot down and to kind of take your breath away. and it does that job incredibly well.